everyone. We're on that path to wellness again tonight. And I don't want to say that I saved the best for last, but Hojo is having their recovery celebration Wednesday in Gallup from 10 to 4. And we have the one, the only, Ken Collins with us tonight. Thanks, Ken, for joining us.
It's a real privilege to be here. Thank you very much. Melissa, it's always good to see you.
Hey, Ken. So we're so glad you're here tonight so you can walk us through the event and during the day. And we're happy to say that OPRE is going to be out there rooting you on with our bandanas, with our swag. And go ahead, talk to us about the event.
Well, it's coming together. I just wish I would have had Shelley here to help me this year, because she did such a good job with our last one, and it was a real success, our last one. We had over 200 people there. Melissa, I was really glad that you were there to see how it all came together. We had a lot of people. It was really a success, and hopefully this will be too. It's a little bit different this year because we're in a new location. We're in the Howard Johnson Hotel. We're just getting set up. Our rooms we thought they were going to be ready by now, but they're not. So we're in a makeshift office here. And this morning, I met with Senator George Munoz, who's going to be there to talk about at 11 to talk about his legislation, the alcohol consumption legislation that he got passed here in Gallup. Where gas stations could no longer sell hard liquor. But see, one of the things that he's going to talk about is several of the gas stations, Speedway in particular, has chosen not to sell gasoline so they could sell hard liquor. Yeah, there are a couple of gas stations. There was an article in the paper last week talking about this. You're in gas to sell. You're a gas station to sell gas, but you're not selling it because you can sell firewater. And so that's a problem. But George is going to be there. We're meeting with the mayor, and we have a new magistrate court, the court judge. Janelle Griego. We're meeting with her, Percy Anderson with the tribe tomorrow morning to finalize our agenda for the event. We've got live music at the end, and it's going to be in the ballroom. It's a huge place here. We've got a lot of providers showing up. We got a provider panel that's made up of the different treatment programs. We got Four Corners, Detox and Recovery. I got an email today. They'll be there. Barry Orr, the director, is going to be sitting on the panel. And really, I want us to come away with not just rehashing the problem. We know what the problem is. We need to start talking about solutions. One of the things we're going to have at the end of the event is a panel. It's made up of Percy Anderson, who's with the tribe. He's the Manuelito Secretary Treasurer. Judge Griego. We want to have her on the panel. And Percy and Gerald Watchman. He's a director here. He's been involved with he's Navajo. And one of the things that we've been talking about and we'd like to have this come out of this event would be everyone get on the same page and start looking at utilizing the community reinforcement approach in dealing with substance abuse, in using that especially in chapter houses where family members can work, really improve their communication and coping skills with their loved one who is using alcohol. We feel that that's been a missing component to helping Gallup really resolve this alcohol problem we got here, because the tribe is here, but they're not really. I don't know. They don't really play along. They're caught up in politics of the tribe. But if we can get the chapter houses, and we want to start out with the Manuelito chapter to develop a system that we can incorporate a community reinforcement approach to serve family members in chapter houses. The mayor really likes that idea because it takes some of the heat off him and Gallup, because it really is a blame game here between the tribe and the city. And I think that's the way it is with a lot of border towns, around New Mexico, especially here with the Navajo Nation. But, like I said, I really want us to come away with some answers to helping out to solve these problems, because they've been around forever, and they're going to be around, especially now that meth is on the streets. One of the things we're seeing here, there's just a lot more younger people on the streets, a lot more females, and meth's on the streets. It's really hitting hard here. So we've got this whole new generation, because really alcohol, we've got 3 generations that are on the streets here. We've got grandpa, pop, and son or daughter. It's just, it's been a long time problem, and Hojo's right in the middle of it. So,
but Ken, the chapter house idea is a great idea, because you have to find all those entry places where people go, and that's a great where people go. So that's a great idea. Getting back to your event, though, I want to make sure, because we're in COVID times, it's going to be COVID safe, right? Is everybody going to be wearing masks or required?
Yeah, and we're going to be virtual. Hopefully we'll be virtual too, because a lot of the chapters, we can reach out to them that way.
Nice.
Yeah, it's COVID safe.
What inspired your theme? I'm curious as to what inspired your theme, building a path to a better life. You're just trying to put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, well, I hear you. Yeah, that's just something I thought. And really, it should be through education and kindness. If you're going to close that, it would be through education and kindness.
Right.
Because back to the chapter, and educating families is where they come from, is that shame, blame, and guilt. And if and they kick them out of the house. One of the problems that we've got here is a lot of people, or they want to quit drinking, but the family members are drinking too. So it's pretty complex. But if we can create a situation where family members can communicate better and learn some coping mechanisms, some coping skills to improve their communication with their loved ones, it's a win-win situation. Because one of the things that shame, blame, and guilt, all that does is trigger those survival instincts to take over, and it just shuts down, And the consequence is, might as well get drunk, because. And that's just the way it's been. And I really think that this new approach, the community reinforcement approach, because it's evidence-based, and so it'll work. We just have to do it,
So Ken, with that being said, even in the midst of all the heartache, what's going on now, not just with COVID, but with the alcoholism and the meth on the streets and the young people, and you guys managed to put an event together. So, be excited, pat yourselves on the back for that, because you're putting this on. It's an amazing flyer. Tell us more about the event today. Talk to us about that.
The good thing about it is the people that we've got coming. Okay, we've got four corners, NCI. We've got politicians. The mayor of Gallup has taken a lead role in this. We've got the new judge who is talking about creating an alcohol court. And see, that's the thing, I think. And then by where it's at, the location here at Howard Johnson, I'm really hoping that it's going to create some real creative juices of the participants to look at creating something here that we have never seen before. On Friday, we met with Anna Rondon, who's with New Mexico Social Justice Group.
Nice.
Yeah, they're going to have an office here. They had a board meeting over the weekend. We just heard from Anna today. They're going to lease a space here. So if we can create here at Howard Johnson, like a one-stop shop, we get different providers coming in to where we make it more user-friendly for the people that we serve. That's a plus. And so that's what I want to see come out of this, Militia. Since we got all the people that are involved in alcohol, we've got our MCOs are going to be here. They're going to set up booths. So we'll have the brain power, and I'm really hoping because of the setting, it'll help people to think outside the box, to where they can be creative. And like I said, we can come away with a product, and it very well may be, I'd like to see this be the start so that next year we can revisit what we started this year and what we built, so that next year is even going to be better. Because we'll be able to have something that is tangible. Yeah.
So tangible. Right on, Ken. So let me read a couple of the chat messages to you. So
okay.
Lupe is saying, you know what? Hola, Ken. I miss you guys. Keep up the great work. They also just had a restorative justice symposium. So Lupe is telling you we think alike.
Yeah.
And you've got some certified peer support workers in Gallup also, and they're at the Hojo Center, and you guys are, what you do is instill hope for the folks when you're doing outreach. You're going into the detention center, running groups.
Right.
Very proud of what's going on out there, and like you said, the location of the new location. You've had some hardships, moving twice.
Oh yeah.
This year during COVID, but one thing about a peer-run organization is that you're resilient, and you're a wellness center, and the culture is very, very rich, and just you don't give up, and that's what we love about the Hojo. And every time I go there, I can't wait for Nathan and Patrick to see what kind of work you guys do there. And 2 years ago when I went there in person, it was just awesome. For the Recovery Month celebration, and I see like a note on your thing, so I know there's going to be music, there's going to be laughter, there's going to be healing in Hojo, I think on Wednesday. In Gallup on Wednesday, and we're very honored to make this last trek to Gallup, New Mexico. Holly, you should come with us. But
I wish I could. I went the year before last, and that was a good party, I have to admit, and good pizza too, by the way. I still remember the pizza.
Yes, yeah. Your little ticket, you go to the little shop.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the stories you get to hear, and the people we got to meet, and the pictures. So I will bring back lots of pictures from Gallup. I will also go live from there for the celebration. And you've got some really key people talking about solution, Ken, and I'm glad that we can support you in that.
And I really appreciate it. Yep. We do too.
Well, Ken,
it's not easy. I wish it,
Yeah.
It's not easy, boy.
But you're resilient.
And it's important.
We're in this together. And, And in keeping with the theme of Path to Wellness, New Mexico.
Yeah.
We're all on that path and that journey. All the events this month have been amazing, whether virtual and you're gonna just you're gonna reach out to a lot more people than you think, Ken, because if you're having a virtual and a live event, it's gonna reach your point across, not your point, your heart. Your heart is, and the heart of Gallup is gonna be spread all over New Mexico. So good job, man.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's been real stressful. I've been limbic a lot, I tell you.
But you know what? On Wednesday, you get to put all that behind you and celebrate.
Yeah.
Don't forget to take a big, deep breath and just enjoy the fact of all your hard work coming to fruition, because it's really changing in Gallup. Y'all have some new blood over there. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Y'all are going to come up with some solutions. I just know it. I really do. I know it. And I love the chapter house idea. Yes, but anyway.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't want to keep you. I know the Cowboys are playing, and I know Militia likes the Cowboys.
You caught me checking a score live.
So, anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. Can't wait to see you rock your bandana on Wednesday. Militia, be sure and get the bandana pictures posted. That's been so much fun for me to see that trend taking off. We ought to do that everywhere.
Also, Patrick's been meeting some folks in Albuquerque.
And passed them out. I saw that.
Who want bandanas and want to rock a bandana. Of course, it's a fun thing. It's all good, and we're all in this together. So let's have fun. Let's have fun.
What do they say? Hashtag stronger together.
That's it. Can't wait to see you, man. Fist bump for now. Hola to Jay, Malcolm, John, Daryl, Bridget, all of those, everybody in Gallup. We'll see you soon. Oh, and you know what? I'm really excited to say there's a couple of peers that are now in a class. We welcomed another CPSW class today from there.
Nice.
So one of the learners is from Gallup, and she's probably going to be in class during the time that we're doing this, but I told her we'd keep her up in spirit. So
cool. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Love you, Ken. Love you, Holly.
Thank you.